Hello guys, and thank you for tuning in again. And today I want to share with you a quick tip that I have learned over the years of composing music for media. Now the tip or the actual advice that I'm sharing here with you, and it's been passed on to me as well by other composers and other industry professionals, is the actual composition has to be not only so simple, but as well the melodies have to be not so high in pitch, so that doesn't interfere with the actual narrative or dialogo or whatever else might be happening on the actual video. Usually the music will be in the background, and it will have some kind of like speech or somebody saying something. So when the music has high pitch or high frequencies or high notes, sometimes it interferes with the actual speech, and hence that's why they do as well a lot of stems and a lot of different edits for songs, for music tracks, with melody or without melody, because sometimes video editors and media people, they want to have just like the raw chord progression or melody structure, if that makes any sense. But without the actual melody, sometimes they might think that the melody might be way too much. So the tip number one will be to keep it very, very simple. And when composing with an actual melody in mind, usually try to keep it not so high in pitch. I'm going to show you just a very quick track that I'm working at the moment. It's an acoustic track, and it has a very, very basic melody. So I just want to show you the melody, or I want to show you the whole track, just a little piece anyways. I don't know how it's going to translate over here, but let's see. Okay, so the melody will be this one. Just an acoustic guitar. Very, very basic. Now what I've done in the second part is actually emphasize even more the melody. Okay, so it will be something like this. What I've done with the composition is that I have an intro or a section which is with no melody, okay? The second part will introduce the melody just with the guitar. And then it's the same melody, but I emphasize with the piano and some strings in the background to make it a little bit more cinematic, if you will. So it's just like a build-up, but at the same time with this track, probably we'll just do a bed. That's what it's called as well, a bed, which is just the main elements or the very basic elements of the actual song or music track without the melodies. And would just be the raw elements, in this case acoustic guitar, some percussion, and that's it. And that's just to give the editors more, and the video makers more flexibility when it comes down to using your music. And it's very important to just keep it as simple as possible. I mean, in the past I will try to indulge and do many changes and have even more melodies, and you're just shooting yourself in the foot, really. And it has to be as simple as possible, okay? There's a term that somebody shared with me at one time when I was started doing stock music, and they said you have to keep the music KISS, which means keep it stupid simple. And that rings so true today, even after all these years. I try to keep that in mind, just keep it stupid simple. It has to be almost like childlike kind of melodies, So yeah, man, hopefully this videos and this tips will come in handy for you to apply it to your composition. And it's a reminder for myself as well, to always, keep these things fresh in my brain as well. So we don't overthink too much, and we don't really repeat ourselves by doing something that is not really needed. It's actually easier than what we think. Anyways, man, hope this videos find you well, and keep rocking and rolling, and see you on the other side.